Thomas lived the life society often demands. He worked hard. Every single night he walked 4 miles patrolling a warehouse as a security guard, exhausted, earning just enough to pay for a mattress on the floor of a one-room apartment. There is a math to poverty that hard work alone cannot solve. If your income is tied strictly to physical presence, without the acquisition of specialized skills, you are effectively trapped. You have no leverage to negotiate a higher wage. The breaking point came on a Tuesday morning. His mother had collapsed from stress and exhaustion in her village, and the clinic required medicine they couldn't afford. It was the moment Thomas realized his current methodology offered no way to protect the people he loved. Most people in this position remain stuck because survival is an energy-intensive process. When 100% of your bandwidth goes toward making it to tomorrow, you have nothing left to build an escape route. On the bus ride home, Thomas met Mr. Chun, a local business owner who was wide awake and reading while most passengers slept. Thomas was finishing his day. Mr. Chun had already started his. Mr. Chun explained that the window between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. is a unique economic resource. It is a time when the rest of the world is quiet, leaving you free to focus entirely on self-improvement without interruption. By claiming 2 hours every morning, you generate 14 hours of focused study a week. Over a full year, this adds up to 730 hours. That equals 3 extra months of full-time effort your peers sleep through. You don't get ahead by working harder during the hours everyone else is awake. You gain your advantage by exploiting the time when your competition is unconscious. The 5 a.m. system requires a strict split. You spend the first hour, 5 to 6 a.m., on skill acquisition. This isn't for entertainment. It is for learning technical skills like accounting, software, or a language that businesses are willing to pay for. From 6 to 7 a.m., you focus on the body and the plan. Exercise keeps your energy levels high enough to handle the extra workload, while planning ensures your day doesn't devolve into reactive chaos. This schedule only works if you adjust your biological clock. You have to commit to a 9 p.m. bedtime to ensure your body actually recovers, rather than just burning out from sleep deprivation. The first week is the most difficult phase. Your body will fight the change, generating physical fatigue and a loud inner voice telling you to go back to sleep. Success depends entirely on ignoring that voice. Thomas applied this by using his phone to watch Excel tutorials and accounting lessons in the freezing dark before his day truly began. He didn't just watch, he practiced the formulas until they became second nature. A perfect routine is a fantasy without the discipline to survive the initial biological resistance. You have to force the habit until the body stops fighting back. By day 21, the initial friction entirely disappears. The internal clock resets, and waking up at 5 a.m. becomes an automatic physiological response, rather than an act of willpower. The compounding effects began to show. Thomas had finished multiple online certificates in bookkeeping. His mind felt sharper, and he arrived at his security shifts with more energy than those who had slept in. On day 87, Thomas used his new skills to solve a real problem. He created an automated inventory spreadsheet for the warehouse, fixing a disorganized system the company had struggled with for years. The warehouse manager realized Thomas now possessed a rare combination. He knew the ground-level operations and had the technical skill to manage the books. They offered him a daytime accounting role with double his previous salary. In 90 days, Thomas went from a replaceable night guard to a specialized office professional. He achieved this by using the morning hours to build the exact bridge he needed to cross into a different economic class. Career opportunities are rarely the result of luck. They are engineered through the small daily investments you make when no one else is watching. 1 year later, Thomas had successfully moved his mother to the city and secured her medical care. He lived in a comfortable apartment and had a stable, growing career. Even though he had reached his initial goals, Thomas still woke up at 5 a.m. every single morning. He no longer did it to escape a job, but to prepare for the next one. He kept the routine because those 2 hours provided the only space in his day dedicated to his long-term growth. The early morning had become his time to study advanced management and financial planning. Thomas started with no degree, with absolutely no money, and a grueling night shift. If you were watching this, you likely have more resources than he did. You have the internet and the freedom to choose how you spend your time. Set your alarm for 5 a.m. tonight. Put the phone across the room, so you have to stand up to turn it off. Commit to learning one high-value skill for 60 minutes, and protect your 9 p.m. sleep time. Tomorrow morning, you can either hit snooze and remain where you are, or you can wake up and reclaim the 3 extra months of life that will define your future.